Hi everyone, Dr. Arland Hill here with Harvest Hills Ranch, and if you've ever wondered if there is a difference between duck eggs and chicken eggs, and maybe that curiosity is preventing you from making a purchase on those duck eggs, well today I'm going to help answer that question for you and show you a real world example of what is different, but also what's not different between these two egg sources. Duck eggs are a great way to diversify the diet. They're a nice alternative if you enjoy eggs, but maybe you're eating too many chicken eggs and you need a different protein, or maybe you've even found yourself sensitive or possibly allergenic to eggs. Duck eggs are going to make a good substitute in the diet in place of those chicken eggs. Now, when we raise our ducks out at Harvest Hills Ranch, these animals are raised on pasture the same way that we raise our chickens. Their availability to a pasture-based forage, meaning that in the instances where they want grass as a part of their diet, where they want to go out and forage and hunt for bugs, ducks are actually pretty funny when it comes to hunting for bugs. They're really active creatures and they tend to move around in flocks, and they're really fun to watch as they're doing that. But they also produce great eggs. And so what I'm going to share with you today, I'm actually traveling right now, and when I travel, a lot of times what I'll take with me are boiled eggs. Now, boiled eggs are, they're easy to travel with, but two, they make a great addition to, say for example, a salad, or if you're looking for a protein that you can store in the refrigerator, you can always pull these out and use these. So I thought, hey, it'd be a great example just for me to compare a duck egg versus a chicken egg. We're going to cut these open and I'm going to show you what the difference is between these two, and maybe at the end of this you'll see that there's not that much difference. So with that said, let me turn the camera around here and show you what we're talking about. Here are the eggs that I'm traveling with today. Let's talk about some of the immediate differences on these, and then we'll cut these open and look at what the difference is. The two eggs that you see at the top here, these are going to be duck eggs, and the two at the bottom are going to be chicken eggs. One immediate difference that may not stand out so much on the camera, but that you can see, is there's going to be a slight color difference. The duck eggs are going to be a little lighter on the egg white. We'll open them up and look at the yolks here momentarily. And then the other difference is simply size. You'll notice that the duck eggs, again, the two here at the top, are larger than what we see with the chicken eggs. Now, admittedly, this duck egg is not the norm. This is a pretty large duck egg. One of the bigger ones certainly that we've had. And this being the more average sized duck egg, if you're typically eating 3 chicken eggs in the morning per se, likely you'll be able to get away with 2 duck eggs and feel equally satisfied. Now, let me do this. Let me cut the eggs open. Just gonna cut them in half, and I'm gonna illustrate the difference or lack of differences here between the yolks. So let me cut these open and then we'll investigate these. Now that we've got these eggs split in half, let's look at what's similar with these eggs. Notice the two halves on the left side of your screen here. These are going to be chicken. Notice the vibrant orange yolks on these. And as we transition to the middle of the screen here, this is the large duck egg. Notice it still has a vibrant color in there. There's still that rich orange color that we see with the yolk. And even on the smaller duck egg, you're going to see that in the middle there where it didn't boil quite as long, that is going to have that rich orange color equally. Now, in terms of the size, you can see with the egg whites there, the egg whites are pretty close. They're going to have similar protein, but the duck eggs are going to have more simply because they are a little larger in size. Is there a difference in the taste? You probably won't perceive a difference in the taste with these. I know personally that's not something I perceive. And interestingly, we also produce a third type of egg out at the farm, which are guinea eggs, and I don't perceive a difference in the taste on those either. Maybe a slight creaminess. Maybe some individuals might say that the duck eggs are a little more creamy, but I think what you'll find all in all is that any way that you use chicken eggs in your diet, you're going to be able to use duck eggs the same way. If you've been on the fence about trying duck eggs, hopefully this video has answered some of the questions that you have. It's always nice when you don't feel like you have to give up a food source and you can easily substitute something in that's pretty equivalent to what you may have to avoid. If you have the chicken egg allergy or a sensitivity, duck eggs make a great alternative. And even if you don't have that, it's always a good idea to keep your diet diversified and simply making sure that your immune system doesn't become overly reactive to any one particular food because of consuming it too frequently. So with that being said, if you're looking for duck eggs as an option in your diet, we know that duck eggs can be a challenge in the marketplace to be able to find, and it was one of the reasons that we initially started raising ducks, and it's also one of the reasons that we've increased our flock numbers over the years to try to accommodate that demand. We enjoy working with ducks. Ducks are fun little creatures to have. There's always a laugh or two involved when we're out working with our ducks. But the nice thing is that if you're looking for these and you're in the Houston area, the greater Houston area, if you will go to harvesthillsranch.com and simply click on the shop tab on that homepage, you'll be able to access those duck eggs, and you'll be able to see when we're going to be in your area and what times we're going to be there. So with that being said, guys, I do appreciate you joining us today. Hopefully I've been able to answer some of the questions you may have around duck eggs. And thanks again. If you like the information, make sure you like the video. And if you know someone who could benefit from diversifying their diet, or maybe they're struggling with chicken eggs and looking for something, a different egg source in their diet, please share this video with them. I'm sure they would appreciate that. I hope to see you guys back real soon. I'm Dr. Arland Hill with Harvest Hills Ranch.